Hey, what is up, guys? It is Scrub here, and today I have something different. Yeah, something different, really. But, with all the kind of controversy, I guess, I've seen going around this game, I kind of wanted to make a video regarding that, as well as just talk about my personal thoughts, regarding the controversy, and regarding some things about this game that I personally really enjoy, and the reason that I really enjoy this game, and of course that game is Fortnite. Now, before the comments come rolling in, because I guarantee they will, I guarantee, if this video gets more than 2 views, that is, before the fucking thing rolls in, where where everybody's all like, oh, you just played a PUBG copy, which I'm actually going to get into, oh, congratulations, how's your PUBG feel, or all that bullshit. I will actually let you know that I've had the game since early access. I had the game back when the PvE was... I had the game before the PvP was even announced, before we ever even thought it was going to be a thing. I was wondering if they were going to ever add PvP to this game, but I would have never imagined something like this. I imagined maybe like a team, kind of warfare kind of thing, but I would have never imagined Battle Royale. I'm actually kind of glad they went with that approach, because as you guys know, there is no Battle Royale games on console right now. The only thing we have is PUBG, really, or H1Z1, both on PC. Like I said, I'm going to get into all that, in a second. But like I said, oh my god, I'm saying that too much. I'm sorry. I'm kind of tired, and I'm also really fucking hype at the same time. I've had the game since early access. I've played the zombies mode. I think I got to like power level 20 or something like that with zombies mode. We don't play it a whole lot anymore now that PUBG came out. Or I'm just gonna call it the PUBG mode right now. Obviously, we all know that I'm talking about Battle Royale. So don't get really, triggered whether you're on the PUBG side or you're on the Fortnite side, because like I said, I'm going to get into that in just a second. But I did have it in early access. My friend was actually really nice, and he bought like 3 of us copies of the game in early access, which I do still have to pay him back for. If you know me in real life, you know that I'm really bad at paying back debts, but I'm planning on fixing that soon. I do remember a lot of money that I owe people, and they will be getting that. Trust me, and I know, if you're Kelly, which is the guy that bought me this game, so you all can thank him. If you're you know that I owe you a lot of money, and trust me, like I said, it is going to come eventually. I'm not sure about all the other debts that I haven't paid off and stuff like that, and all the people that I owe, I haven't been keeping track very well, but I will, eventually pay everybody off somehow. Anyways, that being said, so I'm not one of these people that just, downloaded the game for free and hasn't even touched PvE, just got it for Battle Royale. I got it way before Battle Royale was even thought of, way in the early access stage and all that stuff. Now getting into the controversy. So, as you guys may or may not know... Oh boy, hold on. I feel like I got a burp, but I'm not really sure. Okay, that was a little silent one, kind of like a hiccup, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, as you may or may not know, the developers of PUBG, not PlayerUnknown himself, not Brendan Green, I think that's his name, Brendan Green, something like that. Quote me if I'm wrong, or tell me if I'm wrong, I guess. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. Anyways, not PlayerUnknown himself, but the developer of PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, was upset at Fortnite for the apparent blatant, copy of PUBG that Fortnite is. Which I'm not going to sit here and lie like it's not. It is, it does copy PUBG in a lot of ways. And I'm not going to sit here and disregard that fact. However, it does change a lot of things, mainly with the building and the crafting and things like that, which do actually play a huge role in Battle Royale and Fortnite. If you die within the first, 20 people, obviously it doesn't happen, but I can promise you this, and you may actually see it if I keep the end of this gameplay. Building does take a huge toll on late game battles, especially when you have grenade launchers and rocket launchers and things like that, and sniper rifles. There is a lot of, concept, and I don't know where I was going with that sentence. Let me just restart. Building has a huge effect on Battle Royale. So much so that if you took it out of the game, it would be much more different. And that's what kind of sets it apart from PUBG. That's where the kind of twist is. Now, I'm not sure. The developer did say that Fortnite used PUBG as a marketing tool. They kind of marketed the game as like the console version of PUBG. I'm not sure if they did that or not. I haven't found any examples myself, but I'm not going to sit here and act like there isn't any. Like I said, there may be evidence of that, and if there is evidence, then I will gladly retract my statement. I personally, though, have not seen any evidence, so I'm not gonna say anything about that. If they did do that, if they did use PUBG as a marketing tool, that is pretty scummy, and Epic Games should really, not do that. I guess that is pretty scummy, and you could probably take legal action about that. However, the developer of PUBG claimed they were going to take legal action against Epic Games for copying PUBG, which you can't do. I don't know if you guys know this. You cannot copyright a whole genre of video game. That's not how it works. Imagine if Halo tried to, sue, Treyarch or Infinity Ward or something like that for making Call of Duty. Do you know how ridiculous that would sound in court? I'm actually not sure if Halo came out first or not. I'm pretty sure it did, though. So just, like I said, that sounds silly, and that would never hold up in court. Not, it doesn't matter how many lawyers you have or whatever. Any judge with a half a mind that has any shred of sense about video games would know that would never hold up in court. I'm not a judge, and I would know that would never hold up in court. You cannot copyright a whole genre of video game. And Battle Royale is, in itself, its own genre. Not only is it legally, and even logically irrational, and completely immoral for them to even try to sue Epic Games, it's completely hypocritical, because PUBG in and of itself is a copy of H1Z1, and it's more like H1Z1 than Fortnite is like PUBG. PUBG shares more similarities with H1Z1 than Fortnite shares with PUBG. So if anything, PUBG is more of a copy. And I'm sure H1Z1 is a copy of something else. I've heard that there was like an Arma mod that H1Z1 is a copy of. And I'm sure that's a copy of something else. And I'm not gonna sit here and bash PlayerUnknown, for his game. His game blew the fuck up compared to H1Z1. It basically killed H1Z1. I don't know. I don't think that's what he was going for, but it really did. It had a huge effect on, the community as a whole. Nobody really talks about H1Z1 anymore. It's all about pub. And like I said, I'm not going to trash talk PlayerUnknown because he's been pretty sensible about the whole situation. But the developing studio is where the problems come in. You cannot pursue legal action. I don't believe you can pursue legal action against Epic Games for what they've done. It completely falls under, their right, I guess, to do this. And like I said, PUBG in and of itself is a copy, so that's completely hypocritical. But getting past all the controversial shit that's been going on down with Epic Games and PUBG and stuff like that, if they do have a case, I would probably follow it. I'm kind of curious to see how a case would turn out. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the judge is just, I don't know. Obviously, he probably knows more about the laws than I do, so if what he says goes, I guess, and I'll agree with whatever verdict he has. But in my opinion, I don't think that the developers of PUBG should be able to sue. Anyways, like I said, getting past all the controversy and stuff, I would like to actually not commend, I guess compliment, the developers of Fortnite, Epic Games, for they've made much more advancement, it seems, and innovation into things that kind of seem like realms of the unknown to, I'm making weird noises right now. My fucking stomach is just terrible right now. They've done a lot to change the shape of gaming as a whole, if you really think about it. Being an early access member and knowing a lot about this game, there was just recently, in fact, apparently PS4 and Xbox One players were actually playing together, whether on the same team or against each other, in Fortnite. PS4, and let me rephrase that, not rephrase that, but say that again, just in case you missed that. PS4 players and Xbox One players were connecting together on a server in Fortnite. And they didn't even need to put out an update for this. It was more of a hotfix. They did a little bit of maintenance, and PS4 and Xbox One players were connecting together. In fact, it was so easy to do that the company claimed it was an accident. I personally am on the fence about that. I don't know if it was an accident or not. I would like to believe that it wasn't. What I want to believe is that Epic Games did it on purpose to show people how ridiculous Sony is being about this thing. And I know I own a PS4. And don't get me wrong, if I were given the choice today to buy an Xbox One or a PS4, I would still go with the PS4 all the way. But Sony is being a bunch of dickholes about this whole situation. So, like I said, they allowed cross-console play by what they claimed was an accident, which means it is entirely possible for game developers to do this, with just a little bit of maintenance time. The servers didn't even have to go down for this to take effect. That is insane. Not to mention, you can play with keyboard and mouse. I have some gameplay of it, actually. You can play with keyboard and mouse on Fortnite without any adapters or anything like that. You plug in a keyboard, you plug in a mouse, and it's ready to go. You can change all your controls and everything. Right now there's no cursor, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but just to navigate the menus and stuff like that. But what I do is I use a PS4 controller for the menus and keyboard and mouse for gameplay. And you can switch off just like that. The second you move your mouse, boom, you switch off. It goes right from controller to mouse, or from controller to keyboard and mouse instantly. And you might think that there's a lot of input delay or things like that, and I am using a wired setup, so that could be, just my case. I don't know about wireless and stuff. I personally, I'm not the biggest fucking, nerd about this whole kind of thing, but I personally didn't feel like there was any kind of delay or any kind of lag, and it ran smooth as fuck when playing keyboard and mouse on console. Which shows it is also possible to do. You don't need to buy, $60 fucking adapters, which is insane if you actually buy that. That is ridiculous. You don't have to buy all these big adapters and things like that, and companies can just enable it right from the game. That is why I think that Fortnite, whether they have copied PUBG or not, I'm not going to say anything about that. I already talked about that in the beginning. I feel like they're bringing their own kind of innovation to the gaming world, and I feel like it's a good kind of innovation. I feel like they can pull people together with what they've done here. They've shown already, hey, cross-console play is very simple. We did it by accident. Like I said, still don't think that's true. I personally want to believe that they did it on purpose to show a message. But if they did do it by accident, if they really, for sure, did it by accident, that is insane. To think that you can activate that by accident is ridiculous. That just goes to show you how convenient it is. And how much, Sony, or not Sony, how much consumers would benefit from Sony or not really Microsoft, from Sony getting their heads out of their asses. Because Xbox is down to do this whole thing, and Epic Games has shown how easy it is. One little flick of a switch, it seems. Servers don't even go down. Players can still play while this change is happening. And there's cross-console play, just like that. That's crazy. So, you can think what you want about Fortnite, and copying Battle Royale and the kind of scheme or not scheme, but the kind of thing it's going with, where Battle Royale is free but you have to pay for the zombies, which I'm actually okay with. You can think its marketing is scummy, but at the end of the day, I personally think that Fortnite is pro-consumer. Very pro-consumer. And I think they could be a very revolutionary company, and Fortnite could be one of the most revolutionary games on next gen. And this is, after, this is like 4 or 5 years after the next gen consoles came out. And a game this revolutionary is coming out this late. It's crazy to me. And that's why I personally feel that, like Epic Games or not, like Fortnite or not, like my opinion or not, I feel like you do have to give them some kind of respect. At least some. I think they deserve a lot more than that. But you have to at least give them that. What Fortnite has been able to accomplish and what Epic Games have been able to accomplish with it is astonishing to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just easily impressed. But I just have to say that, like I said, to think that something like this is possible, to think that all this innovation is possible by a company that is kind of small, really, in a game that was really poorly marketed until, just now. It's crazy, Okay, sorry about that. My fucking my PS4 fucked up again recording. Anyways, that's kind of my thoughts on Fortnite and Epic Games, and the controversy, with them and PUBG. And I really do want to see that get resolved in a peaceful way, hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't get taken to court, but if it does, it'll be an interesting case to watch pan out. Hopefully Epic Games wins, because I think they deserve it. Anyways, that is all for this video, I guess. If you don't happen to see the end of this gameplay, or if I do edit it in a way where you do get to see the end of this gameplay, don't worry, I'll probably be using this gameplay again as a live com, because I have a few of these. I have a few of these wins saved up, and sometimes it's pretty funny, sometimes it's not. But whatever gets us a video out, is good for me. So I'll see you guys in the next video. This has been Scrub, and leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more content, and comment down below if you agree with what I said. If you disagree with what I said, hopefully show some respect in the comments. But if you want to call me a faggot, go ahead. Anyways, that's been all for today's video. This has been Scrub. Peace the fuck out.